Hi, this is Daniel here. I'm here with Stephen Sardinha of Capita Finance Solutions. He's a financial planner expert. I've already invited him, I think a couple of weeks ago.
You did, yes.
Stephen, welcome back, by the way.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. It's nice being back.
And I thought I'd invite Stephen back because of what he mentioned he does when he does the financial planning for a client. I found that to be very unique. I found your approach to be unique because you spend the first contact with the client is really discovery contact. It's where you sit down with them and really work out what's important for them, short term, long term, medium term, and long term. And I think you called it a life map.
Yes.
And so I thought what I'd do today is invite you back and ask you to walk us through one of those life mapping or mapping life events through an example, so you can see exactly what happens in that particular hour. Okay, so as I said last time, it's a very important step when planning your life, your finances and everything. If you're clear about what it is that you want to achieve, spending that time now to work it out will help you in the future. So Steve, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. So, the opportunity to show the map life event and to go through it and what it may mean for clients.
Okay, cool. So what I said, we are going to go through an exercise of mapping life events. You're going to show us exactly how it's done. But
yes,
before we start, let me just show you what it looks like. So this is what Stephen would use to go through the events with the client. So whether it is a single person or a couple, both are going through the exercise at the same time, and you've got different colors that you can use, different post-its colors that you can use, as you can see, to just show whether it's hers or his or him and hers. So let's go through the exercise now.
Yes.
Alright, so just walk us through what you would normally do. So the clients have arrived, they sit down with you, they've invested an hour, you've invested an hour, they've invested an hour at a time. Yes. What would you do? How do you go about it?
Yeah, so the key to financial planning, as you know, Daniel, it's all about helping the clients discover their personal and financial goals. Okay. So we work to live, not live to work. Okay. So that's the key thing.
I like that.
And if we're looking to save, we need to save with a purpose. There's no point in budgeting and looking at your cash flow unless you have a purpose, you have a goal in mind.
So is that the why as well?
That's exactly right.
You need the why?
Absolutely. So with the life map, we need to prioritise the goals. On the vertical axis, we've got the priorities from high through to low. And in the horizontal axis, we have a time frame. So the now could be anywhere between 0 and 12 months. Soon could be 1 to 3 years. Later can be 3 to 6 years. And sometimes can be 6 years plus. So inevitably, seeing a client, they may have a young couple with a couple of young kids. Their focus will be on reducing the mortgage. And the conversation starts. So the average mortgage in Australia is about 385k. So we can, and their goal would be, we want to pay off our mortgage within 10 years. That would be our primary objective. Okay, yeah. And so the conversation begins. We look at, okay, so what is your income, household income? So they may be on, let's say, 180k. Expenses, with a couple of kids, we can say 100k. So, and we talk about what their mortgage repayments may look like. So they could be paying $2,500 per month. And so that's where the conversation starts. They may, a young couple with a young family, are high priorities that we need to be able to afford to go on an annual holiday. So an annual holiday with a budget of 15k. So you can see there that what we're trying to do here, we're getting a picture of the client's situation. Okay, it's helping the couple understand, because often these couples do not get an opportunity to map out what their financial future, what their goals are.
Okay.
So we know that the priority for the couple is that annual holiday over 12 months.
So do you also cover, you know, milestones in a typical person's life?
Yes.
Obviously, if it's a young couple and they're not married yet,
yes.
Obviously marriage is a milestone.
Yep.
Then you have children, and then
yes.
you're probably going to have to talk about how many children.
Yeah, exactly.
So it could be quite revealing. Isn't it?
Absolutely.
And then buying a house, whether
it.
they want to, invest in property as well, when they intend on retiring. And they are, if you actually look at everyone's life, there are milestones people will go through.
Absolutely.
So you would map that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Clarify for either the individual or the couple.
Absolutely.
And then put a bit of a timeline to it.
Correct.
And then work backwards.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, one particular milestone could be we'd love to have a third child. So they may have a goal could be they'd love to have a third child. They've got one of each and they'd love a third child. But what does that mean in terms of their finances? Because mum may have to take a year off. So So how do we factor that into the client's strategy to enable them to have a third child, because they're looking to do that over the next 12 to 18 months. With mum intending not to return to work and until the kids are of school age. So how do we meet these objectives on one income? And that will be based on their plan.
And how long does it typically take to go through
look,
the mapping life events?
Look, how long's a piece of string? I've had meetings that can go on for at least an hour and a half, just plotting some of these goals and objectives, looking at potential strategies, getting understanding of their goals, and they're also discovering each other's goals, and that's the beauty of it, because there's a number of light bulb moments where mum will turn to dad and say, well, I didn't know you wanted to do that. I didn't know that you wanted to start a business in 2 years. Do you really? Or I didn't know you wanted a child.
You're better off knowing now, isn't it?
Exactly right.
Okay, cool.
The child is a classic example. He didn't expect a child for another 3 or 4 years, but mum's clock's ticking, and she says, love a child in 12 months if possible.
So do you find, I've got a couple of questions here. First of all, do you find that the fact that that session might be in some cases revealing, in some cases even confronting,
it is.
Would that be a detractor for some people? You say, listen,
no,
like head in the sand type thing, or you find that, hey, it's a great opportunity to do it. We need to find out. We need to get our head out of the sand, and let's take that 1 hour. In 1 hour, we're going to get so much information, so much value out of it. We're better off doing it now.
Absolutely. So whilst it may be revealing and confronting to some couples, they're relieved at the end that they've had the opportunity to voice. Whether it be a concern, whether it be an objective or a goal, and having that form, and it's a safe environment.
So it's safe in terms it's confidential, there's no judgments, you're just there to guide the discussion.
Correct.
The aim is to map your milestones or your life events, as you said.
Yes. That's right.
Okay.
And then once that's mapped out, we look at the income and the expenses side, and we strategize about, well, how can we help you achieve those goals?
Okay.
And that would be the second part of the exercise.
Oh, right. Okay. So once you've got that done, then in that same session you would start looking at what strategies. And you know what? You probably, if you go through the exercise yourself, you probably are starting to get some ideas of what needs to be done. And I find it for myself, and I'm sure you're the same. If you know exactly what it is you're trying to achieve,
absolutely,
coming up with options, plan A and even plan B is a lot easier, as opposed to you want to be strategic, you want to be in control, because these are life events. Most of what we're talking about here, you can be in control.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, things happen in your life, but you want to be prepared.
Correct.
So it's really about taking control, having clarity, and being prepared.
Absolutely. That is the exercise in a nutshell. Very simple, but very effective, as you can see. And like you were saying, what it does is provide that clarity. What it does is it's helping you discover those goals, which enables, so they're at the forefront of mind. So they're working together. That's the most important thing. And you're setting a direction.
Yeah. So during your first hour, which by the way, is complimentary. In other words, you don't pay for that first hour because it's really about discovering what you need. It's also discovering about you, Stephen.
Sure.
Working out whether you can work together, because really at the end of the day, your business, like my business, is about a people business.
Yes.
So you want to be comfortable with the people you deal with. So that first hour is vital. It's free. Make sure you invest that first hour with them. Now, my next question is going to be, and I'm pretty sure most people will have the same one, is where do we go from here?
Yeah, sure. So once we have a broad overview of the client's situation, from there we can look at strategies, and that's where I go away, do some research and analysis based on their specific goals and objectives. Also, I've got an overview of their personal and financial situation. I can go away then and develop some strategies and come back to the clients and say, hey, these are my thoughts, these are my recommendations, these are the advantages and these are the disadvantages. These are the things you need to know about the strategy, and it becomes a collaboration piece. So I'm collaborating with the clients to help them achieve what's most important in their lives.
So you'll be looking at strategies to create wealth.
Yep, that's right.
To protect your wealth.
Correct.
So we're talking about protection, like insurance, or whatever it is that
Absolutely.
involved. So you look at all these areas, and obviously with your experience of dealing with different people,
that's right.
You can provide them with the strategies that are specific to them. I think that's the most important part.
From a tax and a cash flow point of view, it's important that we maximise those areas as well. So taking into consideration any wealth protection measures, any wealth accumulation measures, absolutely. So that is all part of the discovery piece.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Okay, great. Stephen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
As I said, Stephen has a really unique approach to financial planning, where he spends that first hour, the discovery hour, to really map out your life events. And that is important that you do it, because then you know exactly what it is you're trying to achieve in your life. You said something about work for life, or life for work. Do you want to repeat that?
Oh yeah, look, inevitably we think that we live to work, but that's not what it's about. Money's a tool to help us achieve what we want in life. That's what's important to our lives. Inevitably it's family, families and friends, and spending those quality times with family and friends is what's important to us. So how do we maximise the resources that we have available to us to help us achieve?
So I think you said you don't live to work, you work to
live.
Okay, and I think I leave you all on that, to make sure you work to live, to have the life that you want, and take the control back of your life. Again, I will leave details of how to contact Stephen at the end of the video, as well as down in the messages. Make sure you get in touch. Remember, it's completely free. What you do after that, whether you choose to use Stephen's services, is really up to you. But I'm pretty sure that once you've gone through that first hour, you'll be more than happy to work with Stephen. Stephen, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks, James.